Hi, I'm Casey Pabian. I am a very new volunteer here at the farm, but a longtime farm parent.
Hi, I'm Ryder. I'm her son. I'm a part-time worker, and I've been doing the camps since I was about 3.
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm a new farm apprentice, and I've been doing camps since I was very young.
And I'm Keith Pabian. I am a farm dad. We also have fostered farm chickens before.
I think, and Keith can back me up, I think the first time we came was like a Spring Fest farm day. I think I had Connor in a baby carrier, and we had toddler Ryder. And there were like tunnels set up in the sheep field and so many like cute interactive things to do. And I think we had just maybe heard about it through the library. And we were a young family here in Natick and new, and it was really wonderful to discover like, oh, this is here for families in town.
Yeah, that sounds right. I was trying to think of that too. I do remember thinking when we came here how amazing it was that this was a town resource and that all of this was here, and there were animals, there were activities. It was really wonderful even from the start.
Yeah.
And then you started signing up for programs?
Yeah, and so then pretty immediately, because at that time there were programs that you could come with your toddlers. And so Ryder would come and we would come and like walk around with Miss Heather would walk us through like the chickens or the sheep, and she would read us a farm story. And yeah, there were a lot of wonderful things you could do with your little ones. And then as soon as they were old enough to come on their own, yes, they came once a week for their whole lives, basically.
And we spent a lot of weekends here during
We
that.
did,
Like you guys would come for the activities, and then Ryder would want to show me the pig or the goat. And so yeah, a lot of weekend activities.
I think it all gets really blurry when I start thinking that far back. I remember milking goats, and I think I mostly remember the cows, though, like getting to see the cows, but nothing like that, like clear.
It's hard when you're that little to have like a specific memory. What about you?
I remember in Miss Heather's class, I learned how to hold a chicken. So like we would just sit down in chairs and we got to hold a chicken, which was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And bunny circles.
And bunny circles and cows. So it was really fun.
We have pet chickens now, which I feel like I don't ever see that one happening without the farm. And I think a lot of independence, really, like without being here and getting to work here, I don't think I would have been the same person that I am today.
For me, I think the farm is a place that I get to come to a few times a week, and I get to do really fun things that I wouldn't get to do outside of it. And it's a really fun experience to get to come here and do all of the things, whatever it is. There's so much to do, so just really fun.
Yeah, I think it's leaked into our family life a ton. I mean, the chickens for sure, but also, we have raised beds and like experimental gardening has been a thing for a long time for a bunch of summers, and just things that Keith and I didn't learn or have access to growing up. And so we've really all learned a ton as a family from being here.
The apprentice program, I came, and Connor's now coming twice a week, just after school, and we'd really help out whoever most needs help. Like if someone is working on a really big project that day, I'd help out. And now that I'm a part-time worker, it's mostly the same thing, but it was a lot of learning the basic concepts of, farming, and yeah.
And how does the summer go? Because that's the cool part of the apprentice. Well, there's lots of cool parts.
During the summer, we do 4 weeks here, one with each side of the farm. So we have a livestock week, a flower week, an education week, and a veggie week. And we get to spend a week really going in depth, getting to really see each different part of the farm. And we get to, grow the veggies, and we get to even sell some of the veggies at farmers markets and senior markets.
I think so. The apprentice program for me, we get to like either help out doing animal chores, we get to build, we get to like pick plants or plant them, we get to like do a ton of things. Another thing about it is you get to do a lot more than you would if you're just doing like another after-school program, because you get to do a lot more like things with animals and a lot more with the sides of farming. So
And you have a lot more responsibility.
yeah.
And you get to be part of like the farm community.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important for kids and people of all ages, really, to be able to connect with their community and their town in ways that help grow themselves and the people around them.
I think that the farm is a place that kids can go to if they like really like animals or want to learn about farming. And it's also a really big thing for the community because there's like CSA pickups, so you can get vegetable or meat here. And that's a really cool thing to have in our community.
I think as a family, it's taught us a lot about what does it mean to be stewards of land and like just what does it mean to be connected to the land where you live and the community where you live. I think it's really brought us a lot of perspectives that we didn't necessarily come into Natick with, and it's what made us like kind of instantly feel really connected. It's amazing how it does that.
Well, and this goes into that, but living in the Northeast, there's not as much farming, especially in greater Boston, and being able to understand where food comes from and how the whole system works is amazing. The programming that they have for the kids, as a parent of why am I blanking on the word? Of what do you guys do? Apprentices. Oh my gosh. You can edit that one. As a parent of apprentices, they're learning so many skills that I wish I had learned as a kid, even as it relates to financial responsibility and work ethic and what it means to be in charge of things and have people rely on that. And then having a free resource where people can come and look at animals and touch them, even though you're probably not supposed to. It's really wonderful.
But especially like a place to come and be connected to like the nature of it. For us, that was what drew us in, and then there were all these other aspects that just kept us coming back.
And the giant pigs. I love the giant pigs.
And the giant pigs.
Do you want to take that one first?
Sure. I think this summer is a really fun time. This year is going to be my first time being an apprentice during the summer, but this past summer, with my friend and an apprentice, we tried to catch like every rooster in the coop. So that was really hard to do, but we were just being there trying to catch all the roosters, and we did accomplish it actually. So it was just really fun to do that.
I once ran an entire market stand. It was going to be our first day using a new iPad, and no one had given me the iPad passcode, and we never thought about that. And so I was dropped off at the Natick Senior Center, and I needed to write down all of our sales. So I pulled out a paper bag and a Sharpie, and I wrote down every single sale that we got that day on a paper bag.
For me, one day I blindly bought ducks and overcommitted for our house, and I was able to convince Farmer Casey to trade. The farm now has our 4 ducks, and now sells duck eggs if anyone wants them. And in exchange, Farmer Casey named a pig after me.
That was Haley.
I'm pretty sure Haley agrees to all of that in case he did not read it.
May he rest in peace.
My favorite part of farm is picking them up from camp, picking them up from their day as an apprentice, and then that first 15 minutes that we drive them home, they are full of stories and what they did and the hilarious things that we can't think of any of them today, but all the just stuff that they learned and stuff they got to do, and they are so excited about it, and it's one of the best parts of the whole thing.
I hope that people, especially of my age and younger, can continue to grow up here and use this place as a way of really expressing themselves and becoming themselves in life.
I hope in the next 50 years, more kids can be in the programs and learn about agriculture and farming and everything here. And we can get like new animals, and like it becomes a bigger thing in the community too, with like everyone. And yeah.
I hope more people find it. More people have access to it. It's just been so invaluable for our family. Personally, I'd love to drive a tractor.
Good job, girls. I think I really hope for the fun that it just continues to be such an integral part of the community, and that more people come and discover it because it's here for everyone. I cannot put into words what it's meant to our family and what it's meant to growing up our boys here. And just to have that connection in the community that lets everyone really explore what it is to be caretakers is just priceless.
I'm hoping that in the next 50 years, Casey and Haley cave and we get a donkey.